This is for kids?
This one is actually for kids.
Then why was there so much representation of the occult?
Well, kids, I think, love Halloween, and the occult, and
Kids love the occult.
I'm Erin.
I'm Julia.
She is the darling of the Tribeca Film Festival.
And she is the Emmy Award-winning producer behind your favorite reality TV show.
And this is Stream Queens the Pod, brought to you by two members of the Bushwick Intellectual Elite. We are roommates, we are television connoisseurs, and we have the definitive take on all things TV, pop culture, and whatever we're streaming, as well as a whole host of rage bait and misinformation.
Our bread and butter, rage bait and misinformation.
Of course, of course.
Our new bread and butter. I want to hand you the iPad.
You want to hand me the iPad? I thought you were going to read it.
No, I thought you did a great job.
Really? I thought you're...
I love when you read it.
Sometimes I get... in AA, they have people read like from a screen.
The spell.
And I never volunteer to read the spell.
Why is it a screen? Because of COVID?
Because it's on Zoom sometimes. I'm taking this is my Zoom AA. My Zoom AA, and they like put it on, and it's like, oh, can somebody read this out loud? And I never volunteer, even though I'm actually I'm a great out loud reader. And I notice sometimes I get like a little critical of others. I'm like, I could have read it better with like a little more.
Do you ever do popcorn reading?
I loved popcorn reading. It was my favorite fucking game, and I hated when anyone else was reading who wasn't me.
All right, let's file that. Chat.
This week, happy Halloween,
Happy
folks.
Halloween. We finally reached the end of this godforsaken fuck-ass month. Where
It's been a tough month for us because we decided to buy into Halloween and do scary movies. So guess what? We've been scared.
I don't like scary movies.
No, I don't like scary movies either. Who fucking decided we'd do this for the pod?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to the producers.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to the producers.
But you gave us a fucking treat this week and said you've been mentally disturbed.
I had been mentally disturbed. I don't like to be scared.
No, I'm where everyone's disturbed.
Yeah, so we decided instead to go with just like a Halloween-centric movie and like something fun, something for the family. And this time we watched Halloweentown, which is genuinely one of my favorite movies of all time, in a nostalgic way and not in so much of a cinematic way. Anyway, Halloweentown, it is a 1998 clock it American fantasy comedy film. This is actually the fourth Disney Channel original movie.
Oh, shit.
And it premiered on Disney Channel on October 17th, 1998. It centers on Marnie, who learns she is a witch on her 13th Halloween and is transported to Halloweentown, a magical place where ghosts, ghouls, witches, and werewolves live apart from the human world. But she soon finds herself battling wicked warlocks, evil curses, and endless surprises.
So it's first and foremost an apartheid movie.
In what way?
In that there are separation between the magic and the humans, and it's like there's no intermixing.
Oh.
Apartheid is definitely one of the themes explored in Halloweentown 1998.
I don't think that's untrue at all. That's not. It's not coming up on the Wikipedia as one of the main inspirations. That being
not
said,
on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll amend the page after chat.
Yeah, we'll let them know because I just think like if it's going to be an apartheid movie, like let's talk about it.
Yeah, right. And well, of course, I have no place to speak on the apartheid themes.
You don't?
In the magic. Well, I really thought my grandma was a witch till like 5 or 6 years old.
Why?
Because she told us she was a witch. And she had like the purple glass ball as seen represented in this film with grandma. She said she was a witch. We would lay down. She would put down a blanket on the floor and make me and my cousins close our eyes. And she would describe the carpet moving. And I didn't open my eyes because I had faith. Fool. And I was like, she's magic. And they're like, you know it didn't move, right? And I'm like, I believed it moved, so it moved.
Wait, when did you stop believing she was a witch?
Oh, like other kids in the playground were like, she's not a witch. And so I think this is well before my 13th birthday. And I think I just shoved it away. And I didn't lose my powers, but I'm not as in touch as, say, you might be.
Wait, that's so sad. So your grandma, is she still with us?
Yeah, I'm wearing a perfume that she gave me and is like what she wears.
Oh, that's so sweet. Does she still identify as a witch?
Let's watch the space. Her hair has gotten whiter with age, but she was always a good witch. That was the other thing. Like, I was always like, there are good witches.
I just feel sad for her thinking about a time that you stopped believing.
Maybe that's why, obviously, that was a big rupture in trust.
Right.
And like my relationship with reality has always been tenuous. And so as a young girl, that was pretty, when you brought, where you're like, let's watch Halloweentown. I have like an aversion to Hocus Pocus. Like I think I had bad Hocus Pocus as a kid and got Hocus Pocus sick and then threw up.
Why?
I don't know. Why do you like this movie? Why do you like Halloweentown? You were like, I love Halloweentown. It's the best movie.
I love Halloweentown. I just think it's the best movie.
Right. So I'm like, do you want to...
I think for similar reasons. Like, I think the grandma also reminds me of my grandma,
Yeah.
who was also, of course, a witch.
You said a hippie a little bit.
She was definitely like hippie vibes.
Did she do spells?
You don't know because like she's like, she's in her room a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to say what she's getting up to in there.
Kind of like the witch in
I think
Weapons.
a lot of sleeping ultimately.
Right.
But that being said, she was definitely into like astrology and she was really into rocks. Like rocks were her really big thing. And she was really like just in touch with kind of like nature and source. And she also was really into like, I don't know.
That's why she was asleep so much.
She was kind of witchy, but she was also way more into just kind of like Eastern cultures.
Oh, was she?
Like
she
she
got
would
a
mix
little
a good deal
exotic
of them. Yeah,
with it.
she was into like she was into Japan. She was into Thailand. She was into like all of that. Like like she just was like, and yeah, like she was super into dragons. And I remember one time, this was when she was kind of like losing it a little bit. Like she allegedly, or getting more in touch. Who's to say?
To the
but
source.
she, I went over to her apartment with my sister and my mom.
Yeah.
And she was getting out like some figurines to like gift to us and stuff. And she pulled out something that she did not want us to take. It was a dragon. And she was holding this kind of stone dragon with these like gem stone eyes. And she looked at my mother and she looked at my sister and she said, "You are dragon admirers." And then she looked at me and said, "You are a dragon."
Oh.
And I said, "Fuck y'all, it's me and her."
No, it's me and her, and you also
And they were like,
possibly get it.
And they were like, "Yeah, she's crazy, you're crazy." Like, and I'm like, see, that's the thing. So they're kind of the mother in Halloweentown who's like, I reject this. Like, I don't want to be a part of Halloweentown. I don't want to be a witch. I want to be a human. I want to be normal. Like, that was kind of my family. And I feel like me and my grandma were like, no, I'm special. I'm special. I'm in the other realm.
Yeah, there was a lot of normal and special was something that the movie was obsessed with. Like, and what age were you about when you were kind of like caught in the middle of the spiritual battle for your human spirit?
I think it was kind of a lifelong situation for me.
Did they fight? Like, did your mom ever believe in the spirits, or was she always like...
No, my mom was very practical and was not really into all of that. But yeah, my mom and my grandma were like, I remember them getting along for a good deal of my life, but when my grandma was like dying, so my mom was like very practical. And when my grandpa, he kind of got like a little dementia and stuff first. And when he started to kind of go, he like basically hands my mom the checkbook and is like, "You're in charge, babe. Like, you're the responsible one. Like, you're in charge of all this. Like, and you're in charge of your mom, right? Like, when I go as well, right?" So she's in charge. So my mom was in charge of all the finances and stuff. Yeah, and she like took care of everything. But my grandma, like, of course, didn't like that. And then when my grandma got dementia, she really like turned against my mom. Like, she hated her and would kind of tell her to her face. Like, my mom's like taking care of her and like doing everything for her constantly, while my grandma's going like, "Hate you, have always hated you, like, you fucking suck." And that's because she kind of died on that kind of tenor. You know, she was just like, "Yo,
for all of you who are kind of our age listening, like, just know when you have a kid, there's a good chance you're gonna hate that kid."
It's possible, for sure.
Well, it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
I think the 3-generation of women dynamics is really well explored in Miss.
I think so too. Yeah, Halloweentown.
Because her grandma shows up on Halloween, of course. Like, we're rituals, we're spells.
Yeah.
This is a mood. Like, I feel like what we talked about too, the runtime of this movie is like an hour 23.
Yeah.
We're like, this absolutely filled a 2-hour, if not longer, commercial block.
For sure.
On Disney Channel.
Yeah.
So it just felt like, I'm like, this movie is always on. So
and you can feel the cut to commercial.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for sure.
Which Okay, so forever behind the scenes, right? Like when we were in school and they were talking about writing, and everyone is always like, streaming is it's changing everything. We're still taught to write like the act break, right?
Oh, to write for commercials.
Yeah, write for commercial. And it was like, well, isn't Netflix and stuff streaming like it's just a 6-hour movie, but they would still write to commercials. Guess what do we see now?
Commercials.
Fucking commercials.
They're back.
Yeah, I don't know what my big claim is here, and if I don't make it to the podcast episode next week, you know that they got me. Big streaming got me. But
Yeah, for sure.
do you think, wait, my question about like there's a lot of witchy and cult stuff, and they kind of mix in Eastern tradition too. At some point they get like is it Horus's eye? Horon's eye, the little like, I think Joe Rogan talks about how like the brain is kind of wired like that too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an Egyptian sign for like an eye. But anyway, yeah, that's coming in a lot. I wonder
That's cool.
Around like, did you think you were a witch? Like, let's level. Did you think you were a witch?
Like in the past?
Right. Do you think you're a witch?
I don't know what you mean by think.
Are you a witch?
I would never tell.
Right. There's a lot of doubt that comes up in the movie too, especially from the little brother. There's doubt all the time.
Yeah, every time the little brother speak, who I think is kind of a twerp and is like, I don't
Yeah.
believe in this and I want to go home. Every time he would speak, you would go, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like why I don't like scary now, because I'm scared if I engage with it, like I'm gonna get possessed. If I open my third eye, like somebody's gonna come straight in there and I'm gone.
Oh, that's happened to me.
Really?
Yeah,
Like how often?
a couple times.
Like that's where you go when you space out?
Sometimes, yeah. The other place. I was so like, I've always been averse to like scary, but I always loved Halloween. And that's, I think, why this movie has such a special place in my heart. Like this is like, it's got that like whimsy goth aesthetic.
Whimsy goth.
Which is so fun and very nostalgic. And it's also just like, I mean, it's just good, clean fun. Like, and it's just like also like, I think in terms of story structure, it's like, I love kids movies when it's like, don't overcomplicate it. Like the story is really very simple.
Yep.
When you're 13, you may or may not become a witch. Okay, now you're a witch. There's a bad thing and it's coming.
The bad thing.
And we have a step recipe to prevent the bad thing from coming. You're going to have to do it all by yourself and be a big girl. And can you follow the steps? Can you get the ghost sweat? Can you get the whatever and the whatever?
Werewolf hair, vampire fang.
Absolutely. Can you get these things, put them together? If you can, you win and you're going to defeat the bad thing and you're going to save Halloweentown. And I just think it's like, yeah, sometimes that's all you need.
In fact, it's the only thing I need.
Yeah.
Story is the only thing I need.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful to know who is the bad thing, right? Cut to the villain when they're like, I wonder who the bad thing's going to be.
And then Calabar goes, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
And the other 13 as an age where you either get powers or don't get powers is something that comes up a lot, including in such things as aquamarine. Like, is that all just about puberty or what?
Yeah, I think it's when you get your period.
Right, like it's blood. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about like,
to me, especially like becoming a witch and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just the moment. And also like, it's the idea of being like a, you know what it reminds me of?
tell me.
It reminds me of whenever I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
And my college entrance essay was about working at Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
And it was about a time in your
Which
life
is why you got the job.
which is why I got the job to write
Yep.
the essay, because I had the idea for the essay prior to getting the job. I had
Yep.
to get the job to make the essay the truth, of course.
Hello.
Famously.
Magic is
Really very simple. You just have to want something and then let yourself have it.
she lets him have it.
Oh, she
What's her
ate
name?
that line. Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Cheers, girl. You're welcome on the
Singing in
pod
Rain.
anytime.
Yeah. I don't know if she's still with us.
Well, every Halloween she gets to come back for one night.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the portal closes.
You were talking about Halloween.
Yeah, I think when you're 13 and like especially
Yeah.
in the Disney Channel kind of myth of what
Yeah.
being 13 is,
Yeah.
like, oh, it reminded me of that essay because it was like you get to at Chuck E. Cheese, it was about seeing little kids come in and they would see all these prizes and you'd be working the ticket counter and they'd see all these prizes and they'd get so excited to get their little like knickknacks and toys and lollipops and whatever.
Yeah.
But the parents, and they'd be so enthused, and then the parents would be very angry because they know that they put in a financial amount of money to convert to the coins so they could play the games, and now they're getting like literal shitty plastic nothings, and so they're thinking about it differently. So it's very cynical versus very kind of like childlike. And I think, you know, there's always the relationship between like old people and kids who have a closer sense to that childlike wonder.
Beginning and end cycles.
Yeah, and so I think like when you're 13, Marnie's got this choice to kind of be like her mom and be more like an adult and be human and be in the real world, or to be more like her grandma and believe in kind of magic and ghosts and ghouls and fairies and like just having fun.
I think the primary function of Chuck E. Cheese and David Buster's is Charles Cheese and David Buster's. The point of those is to prepare children for casinos.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately it. And maybe those kids who are mad, or maybe those parents who are mad at their kids are really mad at themselves ultimately, as is always the case.
Right. I think you just fall really distinctly in kind of the mom category, in kind of a category of like practicality, like non-believer, like...
It's easier for me.
Yeah.
Or at least I perceive it as.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to get involved in the good and evil. Like,
yeah,
the
I was
fight
gonna
for the spirit.
ask. It comes off like I don't mean this question anyway, but like, do you believe in anything?
Yeah, I believe in the power of song. I believe in the wisdom of the clang. And I believe in trans joy.
Yeah.
So those I would say are kind of my fundamental belief systems.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Do I believe in stuff that is beyond myself? Oh, God.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah. I think when we talk about rupture of trust, being raised Catholic for allegedly Barb and Beth being like, we wanted to raise you with a healthy distrust of religion and like...
Distrust?
Yeah. To kind of like, for my own self, be like, this all seems a little funky.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on.
Rather than like growing up without any of that, without thinking critically, and then being like swept up in a cult later in life, including such as Christianity. That Barb was very scared of that. Because
Christianity?
Of somebody getting like, she just knew kids who, or people whose kids went to college and then like freaked
Joined a cult?
Well, just got really religious because like the first person on campus was like, do you want to come to our prayer circle? And like, those people are really friendly, as we know.
Of course.
And are always trying to get into your shit.
Yeah.
But kind of shutting out the magic of Catholicism, I think certainly, like, it's like I left that behind a long time ago.
Right, right.
But maybe I can accept some of the traditions without accepting all of it.
I think that's definitely true. I think you can definitely integrate some religious traditions.
And Catholicism, as Diablo Cody, as others will note, is very pagan. Like, it's one of the Christian faiths, like Catholics or Catholicism's retention of saints and like miracles and the veneration of saints and the praying to saints and the like spells that are like, or the bloodiness that's associated with it. Like the saints oftentimes are like bloody figures.
Yeah.
And we love that.
Yeah, of course.
And so they're like, we're going to keep that from the pagans. We kept Halloween, the Easter of it all. So maybe, I wonder if they also got fused, where I'm like, that's kid stuff too.
Oh, like Halloween got lumped in with kind of a religious type thing for you?
Well, just, I mean, it's from paganism, okay, no?
I don't know.
Chat right in.
Like, what is the origins of Halloween?
Did you have any Halloween costumes that you were ever like super proud of?
I was Mulan for most Halloweens.
Right.
Like,
put that in the file.
Most of them. I was Mulan. She was my favorite for many reasons. I loved the movie. I loved the outfits. I loved the aesthetic. And I also took that from my grandmother. I was also very obsessed with all Asian cultures, but specifically Japanese. There was just this one Japanese girl at my school, and I thought she was so pretty. I thought she was so much prettier than anyone I'd ever seen in my life. And I literally used to go into the bathroom and try to like pull my eyes and try to imagine myself as a Japanese person. And it was just like my like biggest dream. So I dressed up as Mulan every single year.
Right.
Which now looking back, like I don't think like.
Which we all know, like she is Chinese. Yeah, Mulan's Chinese.
I haven't seen the film in a long time.
Well, and it's like, it's not real. It's not real China.
Huh.
It's Disney's China.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that emperor.
Huh. I wonder if my friend was Chinese.
The Great Wall of China is like the beginning of the movie. It's not. And the Huns. Oh my
The
God.
Huns. Yeah. Of course, it is about China.
Yeah.
Huh.
And,
That's cool.
I mean, and another great fucking movie. Shout out to Mulan.
Shout out to Mulan. I guess I just wonder, like, now if, like, a white mother, such as my own, would let her daughter go out in that costume, or if she would think ahead that it's cultural appropriation and take the joy of loving Mulan from her daughter in that way.
Joy of loving Mulan.
You know what I mean? Like, if a little 5-year-old girl, like, I'm trying to put myself in the mother's shoes. My 5-year-old goes, like, I want to be Mulan. I want to wear this Mulan outfit, and I want to look.
It's my dream that we create a world where nobody wants to be white.
Yeah. I definitely didn't.
Want what?
To be white.
Sure.
Like,
I'm glad you had heroes like Mulan to look up to. I mean, it's not like you were, I mean, was it respectful?
It was
You weren't doing the bathroom thing? The bathroom eyes thing?
Probably a little bit.
A little bit? A little shape tape?
I'm sure.
Oh my God. If you had the Dochi eye tape, clock it. It'd be over.
100%.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Got it. That Mulan was a big part of it.
Yeah, Halloween was always just so, like, I loved it. I loved trick-or-treating. And I hated when stuff got, do you remember, like, trick-or-treating and then at a certain age people start, like, I remember this shift from kind of, like, community neighborhood, like, trick-or-treating is safe, you could be out as kind of late as you want, to this kind of shift where people started talking about stuff like, you can't take stuff from everybody's house, like, some of it could have, like, poison or like needles. Like, people started to get scared and like afraid of their neighbors, and like it became a different kind of vibe. Like, I remember there being this shift of like then only going to kind of like the bad thing came, and then it was kind of like you only go to the houses of the people you like know and trust, and it was like my really religious friends who were spreading that kind of stuff to me.
Wow, the bad thing always comes. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of Christians are afraid of and denounce witchcraft, representations of it, occult, things like this. They mention inside of Halloweentown the little kid who is the only voice of reason. Though Sophie, she's the heart of the movie.
Yeah,
is the I also there's a line in this movie where the grandma says. Movies can teach us a lot about life. And obviously that's our thesis, but this movie is playing a lot into that. Like, when you're talking about I forgot what I was saying.
I don't know. This movie does teach you a lot about life, though. I think if you're young, it teaches you the power of family, being together, 2, 3, 4, 5, all greater than one. If you got to defeat the bad thing, let's all hold hands and let's do it together. Yeah. The power of belief, you really do have to believe. Otherwise, you're never going to get anything done in this world, and especially not in Halloweentown. No. And also, I think the kind of, it's really a movie about manifestation to me. Because I think that's really the secret to everything, is Debbie Reynolds' line, like, magic is really very simple. You just have to want something and then let yourself have it. And I think that's really how you get everything you want in your life. You just have to want something and let yourself have it. The only thing in your way is you and not believing. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And I think that's a really powerful message for children and adults alike.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm like, I wish we had trans rights. I wish we had trans rights. I wish we had trans rights. Mm-hmm. And you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that Ari Aster was not involved in this.
I think he would have done it differently.
Yeah. I'm also, the 13 of it all is really challenging, and something that stays with me for a long time is like, what does it mean to, when you're 13, the darkness come in, to consider your power? A lot of Disney Channel movies, including this one, are exploring the not only like children's connection to like the truth and source, but also to their own power.
Yeah.
And that is really compelling when you're a little kid and you have no fucking power, and you're watching on TV children who are active in their own and their family's own experience.
So true.
Like, this is really compelling for a little kid.
Yeah, totally.
Like Halloweentown as a text though is pretty light. Like
Halloween,
it's a picture book.
yeah,
You know what I mean? She
Halloweentown
gives
as a
it to him.
text, I think like we've said all we can say about it because it is a children's movie. We are grown-ups and we do find it to be a fabulous and beautiful children's movie.
Yeah,
and
I
it
wish
was fun.
I had this when I was younger.
Yeah, I wish you had it as well. I wish this movie had been around since 1998 and played on Disney Channel multiple times every October. But since it's not the case, I'd love to know like what scary movies did impact you growing up. Like what was scary to you?
Everything. That's what I'm trying to say to you. The first time I was ever in therapy was in the 3rd grade because I was afraid that like people were sharpening knives and like I could hear people sharpening knives every night, like in the kitchen, like getting ready to come up and kill my family.
Oh my God, you were scared of people, like human people.
People sometimes but that's also interesting. Like when they're scary movies, I'd much rather it be like a human killer than the supernatural because that I can't explain.
Yeah.
And upsets me.
Yeah. I was a very scared kid.
Too, yeah. What
but
were you
not
scared of?
not people. I was scared of the spirits. Because also at that time,
Rightfully
I felt
so.
Yeah. Because I also felt I was very like, as I still am, I was very like into experimenting with kind of like magic and meditation, and like I was into that stuff at a very young age, like astral projection and trying to do these different things with my mind. And so I was always feeling like I was accidentally opening up doorways, and I knew sometimes I was like making stuff up, but like I remember I'd have these kind of like I'd be like meditating or trying to like levitate or something, and like I would have these just like scary images in my mind that I would make up. Like one was kind of like me standing in my bathroom looking at myself in kind of like a negative filter that they used to have on like old phones.
Yeah.
And I would like see that in my head and I'd be like, oh, like I'm so scared of that. And then there was another time where like I couldn't always distinguish between dreams and reality, because there was this one time like I was doing this like kind of like breath work meditation thing that I like kind of found online, and then all of a sudden this kind of old man walked into my room and he looked at me and he walked slowly and he walked around my bed and he got to me and then he would touch me and then he would disappear and I'd kind of like wake up and everything would be a little bit different. And so I always was just like, oh, that's odd.
And I don't want that.
But then there was all the gaslighting of self where I'd be like, am I making this up? Am I, you know, and in many ways like, yes, but also,
ambiguity I struggle with, as you know, generally, and that's what exactly what we're talking about. Barb, my mother, also hated scary.
Yeah.
Like my sister was always fucking with witchy shit, and like I remember found a Ouija board at one time. Barb was like, "Do not do that in the house."
whoa.
Yeah, I wonder if she's seen some shit.
See, because I find the fear of it is very interesting to me, because I always would dive right in. Like I was very interested in it. And I'm like, the fear of it is almost more of a belief than believing in it itself. Because it's like, if you're so scared that you don't want it in your house, you believe that to be a very powerful thing. Perhaps even more so than someone who's willing to kind of like jump in and play with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm
like
saying
that's
I'm
almost a super belief in it.
Fuck. Now I'm gonna have to go confront my mother and
Find
be
out
like,
if she's seen something.
Yeah, what she's seen, because this is an A24 film waiting to happen.
I mean, I bet. Because I also think like, I don't know, belief in the kind of like occult and the supernatural is like it is like in the kids movie at all, like in Halloweentown and like Hocus Pocus and these other things, they are all about a level of what is your comfortability with the unknown and stuff you don't understand. Because a lot of times the protagonist is someone who is seeking more understanding. They need to know where they came from and what's this all about and whatever. And it's like it makes them more comfortable to know more information.
That's why I'm with the brother. I'm like, shut it down.
Yeah, you're like, I don't even want to know.
I can't know.
Yeah.
I want to be in nature.
Whoa, nature boy.
Yeah, that's what
they call the boy.
Did I like that?
What did they call him? It was that. But what did she say before? What was the insult?
I know, it was really good. Disney Channel is the best at like teaching little kids how to be so fucking nasty to each other and to their parents.
Yeah, for sure.
This girl speaks to Felicity Huffman. Is it Felicity Huffman?
Mm.
Who is really, really beautiful.
Beautiful. The mother in Halloweentown is just stunning.
For as much as I went into this movie kicking and screaming.
Yeah, you did not want to watch this.
Again, cannot stress enough, I'm very mentally ill. It's like, I I pleasantly enjoyed it.
It's a nice movie.
It's a nice movie.
Yeah.
I think I conflated it with Hocus Pocus, which I like.
I love Hocus Pocus.
I'm like,
Come, little children, I'll take thee away.
were you ever bad on Halloween? Did you
Uh,
ever get up to ghoulish tricks as a young adult?
no, that was more my brother's thing, was kind of pranks and stuff. He'd kind of, him and his friends were really big on fucking with neighborhood decorations, Halloween, Christmas. If somebody's putting stuff outside, my brother's going to drive a car right through it.
Kind of like the little brother in this.
Yeah, kind of like he's gonna, but
Did he
no,
ever
no,
do
no. I mean, he's
FSU?
literally gonna drive a car through it. If there were decorations, he would drive through the driveways with a car and knock them all down.
My mother was always like, do not lay in piles of leaves. They will run you over.
Yeah, and my brother would have
That's
not
Matt.
known, 100%. Matt McKeon would have done that.
Secret number is.
Yeah, but I was definitely
421.
into, as like, once Halloween became like slutty,
Yeah.
which started early. You know what I mean? Like that was about maybe like
Yeah.
11, 12 was when Halloween became like slutty, and there became like drinking
Right
and like
around
drugs
13.
involved. Right around 13 is when you start to really learn that Halloween can be even more than you think it is. This like, you know, this ghosts and ghouls is childhood shit. What's real are the spirits, the kind that you
The
can
spirits.
start drinking.
They're called the spirits
And so
'cause
yeah,
they
I
will
definitely was
possess you.
yeah, getting possessed on Halloween in those ways for sure. I had a lot of kind of just slutty costumes, was really everything to me.
Do you have like a favorite scary story? Like that was camp stories and campfire stories were
campfire
way
stories.
more like in my zone.
There was one that really always stuck with me that they told us about, like, it was something about like a woman goes to bed and sometimes she falls asleep with her arm like hanging off the bed, and then it gets licked and she thinks it's her dog,
Yep.
but it wasn't her dog, and she finds that out I think like the next day. Someone was like, it wasn't your dog, and they probably wrote it in blood or something, but I
Yeah.
really did not like
Dog's
that.
blood. Me neither. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it was the dog's blood. Fuck.
sleeping
yeah.
with my hands up, like
Sleeping with my
afraid
hands
of
up. I
the-
did not like that stuff at all.
No. Oh God, that disturbed me.
Yeah.
Did you ever have, of course, the lady where she takes off her little scarf, head came off, little diva head come off?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's a
the
great
green ribbon.
one.
Shut up. I
There was-
love her.
She's great.
Shut the fuck
obviously.
up. That girl rocks.
Robitussin will stop your coughing.
Yeah.
Of course. Gotta, and then an honorable mention to when the law grows over, we'll die.
Yeah. Are you dressing up for Halloween this year?
I don't have any plans to. I don't have an event. However, I think this year I will probably, if I have to throw something together, will be a trans woman in sports.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
So you just, yeah.
Scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
Boo.
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 Are you afraid? Are you dressing up for Halloween?
No, I don't do that anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, you remember how 2 years ago my dad shot himself on Halloween as a prank?
Right.
And now he's dead, and now Halloween has become kind of the anniversary of my dad's suicide, which is kind of makes it like weird to kind of go slut mode. No, I know, it was so scary. That's a bit literally
No,
like
you
when it
clocked
happened,
it
it
at
was
the
like
time.
I was like, Halloween.
This is gonna ruin the tour.
This is gonna ruin the world tour. Like I'm like, come on, like Halloween.
I'm like,
You're joking.
do you think he thought about that at all?
He must have. I mean, he planned it.
Right.
Like he certainly knew he was doing it on October 31st, which is famously the day of Halloween.
Yeah, I just wonder if
Maybe it was so he could come back, because it's kind of like the Day of the Dead and maybe the portal between worlds, and so maybe on Halloween he comes back.
and maybe that would be kind of a good way to like repurpose Halloween as an adult.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, but it does make it difficult to kind of like go out and kind of slut vibes on Halloween. It's like, well, that feels a little inappropriate.
Yeah, it's not like to taste.
Yeah, the Day of the Dead has taken on kind of a new meaning for me ever since that happened.
Understandably so. I hope one day you get to return to Halloweentown in a way that feels like welcoming and exciting and slut-tastic.
I think watching Halloweentown was such a great way. Like, I love that. And I think next year we're going to watch Hocus Pocus.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have a lot of shit to say about the infanticide that they're trying to get away with. I've had it with
Oh my
infanticide
God.
in Disney Channel movies.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm like, this is for kids.
Yes, this one is for kids.
I think this is a great kids movie.
It's a great kids movie. It's kind of perfect. Thanks for listening to Stream Queens the Pod.
I'm Julia Wendt.
I'm Erin McKeon.
See you next time.
Ding dong. Oh, next time, folks.
I'm shaking in my little Halloween costume.
Oh my God. We've been doing our scary vibes for October. November's coming up, baby. That's all about Thanksgiving. What are we exploring here? We're going to go ahead and explore family.
Family dynamics.
We're looking for big family movies. We're going to get into some family dynamics. Dynamics are, of course, our bread and butter alongside rage bait and misinformation. So we're really looking forward to getting into some big family movies. So stick around with us. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're not on X.
No, but Spotify.
And Apple Podcasts.
Follow,
we're on those. Follow us, like us, listen to us, and share us with your friends.
And why don't you all come over? Let's watch something.
Come over. Let's have a Halloween party.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And my condolences.
Boo.